we all have those days where we're just tired. Like we're just tired of that 9 to 5, that wage slave job, or the 5 to 9, whatever your situation is. And the truth is, like, yeah, life can be kind of boring sometimes. I mean, our lives are made up thousands of these kind of mundane tasks and things. Like you wake up, you gotta, I don't know, brush your teeth, eat breakfast, get ready for work. You do the sitting in the traffic jam and stuff like that. You go home, you got to do laundry and dishes and all that stuff. It's boring, right? A lot of those things are. And these musts that we have in our life, we need to do because, we need to live a functioning life. So the question is, what do you do to make life more epic and more entertaining? Coming up. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology, where I help geeks, gamers, and creatives to play life better. I remember when I was younger, and I would always complain to my dad, like, Dad, I'm bored. I'm so bored. And even to my girlfriend, well, she's my wife now, but like I used to, when she was over, I would still say, I'm bored. And that obviously that rubbed her in the wrong way. That was not a good thing to say. But I didn't think about it. I just thought, I'm bored. And I'm from Michigan. And in order to seek new adventure and learn about myself and expand my capacity as a human being, I kind of randomly chose to go to Japan. I've been here since 2003, pretty much. And that's a long time, and I don't do math. So I had to seek new adventure, new challenges. And when I was in Japan, I've moved around a bunch, but I was kind of settling into Nagoya in Japan, and I decided, you know what? I need to get out of this little pond and go into the big ocean of Tokyo. So I moved to Tokyo to seek more adventure and more challenge. Another example is, when I was thinking of my model of understanding people, before I knew about Myers-Briggs and stuff, I was like, we have shamans and warriors and rogues and warlocks and death knights and stuff like that. I played a lot of World of Warcraft, okay? And it was all in my head, and then I started typing it out because it was helping me, right? I put it in a blog, and then I got some comments on it, and I was like, well, now I gotta share it on a bigger venue, right? So I started making YouTube videos, and I started coaching and making courses, and did a couple events and things like that. And what all this is going into is how to make your life more epic. So the first thing that I want you to know here is that if you're not happy, you have to do something different. Right? You have to do anything. You have to just do something different because what you're doing right now is not fulfilling. Pretty easy to grasp, right? Like if you're bored, if you're not happy, then the actions that you're taking are perpetuating or maintaining that unexciting life. And you're bored because you're not challenging yourself to make life more epic. You're not satisfied because you probably know life could be a lot bigger or better or more exciting or whatever it is. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi has his flow diagram and his concept of flow, which is basically like when people just get so into something that time slips away and you're just so focused on it. For me, it's playing StarCraft. I was in flow with that. I mean, I would lose days to play in that game because it was just this perfect balance of challenge and skill and confidence. And his chart, his graph, basically says like, if you have skill and confidence in it, that's cool, but it's going to be boring if you're not meeting a level of challenge with that, right? Like if you're just like trouncing noobs all the time, like that's not fun, It might be a little bit. You might be, oh, okay, yeah, I'm cool, I'm good, whatever. But eventually you're going to get bored of it. And your life is the same way. Like, if you're just doing tasks that, like, you can handle and there's no challenge behind it, then what are you going to do? You're going to feel bored with it. You're not going to feel enthralled in whatever it is. And it's just going to be this energy sucking, soul draining thing. There is something that you can also think about in terms of purpose. You know, what's your life purpose? What's the meaning of all this? Yeah, it's not fulfilling, so I'm bored with it. And that's true too. So you need to find an area that you can build skill and confidence in that is still difficult for you. And in order to do that, like, it's kind of like if you're playing World of Warcraft or an RPG or whatever it is, like you start in the newbie town, right? You start in like Goldshire or whatever it is. And from there, like, you don't just do the tasks in that area forever, right? You have to go to the neighboring zones, or you can sail across the world or whatever it is. But like, you need to move to more challenging areas. And it can't be like an extreme challenge where you're just going to die all the time. Obviously not in real life, but it has to be a challenge that like pushes your skill level, pushes your comfort zone, makes you feel like I'm so close. It's still difficult. So it's intriguing. I'm going to keep pushing to try to become better at this thing and improve my skills and stuff like that. So it's important to bring that into your mindset in life. So the reason I told you those stories before was like Michigan. I was bored in Michigan. It wasn't a challenge. It wasn't inspiring. There, like, mentally, I was just kind of bored with it, right? And so I had to move to another zone. I had to move to another location. Nagoya and Tokyo was the same thing. And with my ideas, my head, moving it to the blog, moving it to YouTube, I'm like expanding the impact and the comfort zone and the range of what I'm doing, right? And then to coaching and courses and events and things like that. Because if it's too easy, if you just do the same thing again and again and again, I know I'm laboring the point. Is that the word? Am I having a baby made of points? That doesn't sound good. Basically, get out there and do something different. Yeah? And if you're one of those people where like you feel that life is not fun because you're so focused on making everything perfect, like I'm a perfectionist, so I'm not taking these actions, right, that I know I need to. I'm talking to you. I know so many of you guys have told me about this, right? And this is something that I struggled with too. But it's important to intentionally take imperfect action so that you're like the underdog in this situation, so that you are the one that needs to rise to the next challenge. If you're just taking perfect actions all the time, then you are greatly under-challenging yourself. And the world needs you to challenge yourself. The world needs you to step up and bring your tools and your skills and your mindset, your experiences, and all this into a way to help humanity, a way to impact another person. And it doesn't have to be that massive grand scale, like Tony Robbins feeding millions of people. It could just be you impacting another person in a positive way. It can be you impacting yourself in a positive way, in your self-talk and how you are interacting with the friends and family and yourself and your community and things like that, on whatever scale works best for you. So there comes a time in everyone's life where we have to actually like get up and get out of that chair and take life into our own hands and get out of the comfort zone and venture off into the chaotic world in order to find new skills and be challenged and test our might, test your might, and just really see what you are made of and what you can become. Let me know down below in the comments what has helped you either from this video or something that you have done before, to make life a little bit more epic and enjoyable. Keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck, have fun. Peace.
Test your might.